Hermosa Beach, California, and I want to know what the hell happened to Donald Trump's hair?
Well, I'll tell you. I think Donald Trump's hair got absolutely fed up with the way it was being treated. And you heard of tame things going wild. Well, I think his hair just went absolutely wild. They couldn't stand it anymore. And once a tame thing goes wild, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's what happened to Donald Trump's hair. It just went wild on him, and that's all. He can't do anything about it.
Featuring Ricky Minor and the Tonight Show Band. And now, Jay Leno.
You know, for more than 3 years now, Marie Rudisill, better known as the Fruitcake Lady, has come on to answer real questions about life and love. Once again, we took our cameras out to our studio audience, and they got to ask the 93-year-old correspondent anything they wanted. And what is it about the Fruitcake Lady that makes people ask such revealing personal questions? Well, you'll find it. She's very frank. She speaks her mind. Yeah. How frank? Well, here, take a look at another edition of Ask the Fruitcake Lady.
Hi, I'm Paul Rudzinski from Cleveland, Ohio. My question is, I've had 3 marriages that have failed. Would it be dishonest if I didn't tell my new girlfriend about my ex-wives?
Well, I tell you, if you tell your girl you've had 3 ex-wives, if she's the right kind of woman, she's going to give that some thought. She's going to think about that, because let me tell you something. If you got 3, you're going to have 4.
Hi, I'm Doug Porter from Mount Valley, California, and my question is it okay if I taste the grapes at the grocery store?
Well, you know damn good and well what a grape tastes like. Now, why would you want to go in the store and taste them? You know, you just want a free, that's all there is to it. Either you buy them or you don't buy them. You don't go in there and eat them.
Hi, I'm Brian from Akron, Ohio. I've gone out with this great girl a few times, and I know she's into me. I just don't know how to make the first move. Any pointers?
Run your hand up under her dress. That's one good way. Run it all the way up there. If you can't get through the bottom, then come down through the top and get in the dress. Do something. Just don't lie there. You can do something.
Hi, my name's Vanessa. I'm from Murray, Kentucky, and I have a question for you. How do I get my husband to stop adjusting himself in public?
I know that is true, because men do that. They grab hold of their penis and they're shifting it around and they're spreading their legs and all this and other. And it absolutely, it looks so bad. It's sickening looking. It's almost like he's fondling his penis, you know, and playing with it. I mean, I don't know whether he's getting a thrill out of that or what, but it's really very obnoxious. It really is.
Hi, my name is Dustin. I'm from Alberta, Canada. And my question is, what is the best way to remedy a hangover?
What do you fool you? There's only one thing for that, and that is don't drink that much. I mean, my Lord, your legs will tell you when to quit. Stand up, and I guarantee your legs will tell you you've had 1 too many.
Hi, my name's Debbie. I'm from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Our daughter moved back into the house after college, and the problem is she brought her lazy boyfriend with her, and now he's freeloading. What do we do about this?
I would kick his ass out the door. I would not allow my daughter to associate with him.
Hi, I'm Kerry from Lowell, Massachusetts. My wife likes to light candles to get in the mood. The only problem is she looks better in the dark than she does by candlelight. Any suggestions?
You know, you're a bastard. You know, you have to say something like that. Hey, you know, if you were my husband, I'd kick you in. You know what I'd do? I would light a candle and stick it up your ass.
Straight talk from the Fruitcake Lady. You want to know more about the Fruitcake Lady? Log on to our website. Be right back with more. Morgan Freeman right after Rudisill. You know her as the fruitcake lady. She comes on from time to time to answer real questions about life and love. She's 93 years old, so she can say whatever she wants. So we took our cameras out to our studio audience, and they got to ask Marie anything they wanted. So once again, here's another edition of Ask the Fruitcake Lady.
Hi, my name's Frank Wachowski. My question is, my girlfriend wants to talk all night after we make love. How do I get her to shut up so I can go to sleep?
Well, you see, you're like a hog. You're like a pig. You have your good time, then you want to roll over and go to sleep. That's what you want to do, don't you? Well, maybe she'd just like to cuddle a little bit and talk a little bit. My God, can't you grant her that? You don't think so? You're a swine, you know that?
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm from Hammond, Louisiana, and my question is, why do women get so offended when I check them out?
Well, I mean, you know, there's certain things, I mean, maybe you just stare at them like an idiot. Maybe you just look like a damn idiot, you know? I mean, there's all kinds of ways to look at people. So you must do it in a very obnoxious way.
Hi, I'm Rick from Bowling Green, Kentucky. My wife is fat, but how can I get her to lose weight?
What are you, I mean, you know, men are like you are so demanding. If you don't like her the way she is, and you think she's obese, why don't you set the example and lose weight yourself? That's the thing for you to do. If you want somebody else to change, change first yourself.
Hi, my name is Nicole Roberts, and I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And more, my husband is sitting down to pee on the toilet. Is this weird?
Well, I mean, you must be a lazy son of a bitch, because that is not normal for a man to do that. To sit on the toilet and let it hang down. That shows how lazy he is. He doesn't want to stand up there like a man, put the toilet top up and hold on to his penis and pee like anybody else. No, that's a lazy son of a bitch.
Kevin Patterson from Los Angeles, California. I was wondering how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop.
Oh my God, don't come to me with something like that. You know, you really get my goal. You're wasting somebody's time with a question like that. Get out of here.
My name is Clark Demuth from Fremont, Ohio. My question is, my next door neighbor always walks around the house stark naked, and he never draws the curtains. How do I get him to stop?
Listen, you know something. You don't have to look at him. So evidently you must get some sort of something out of it. I bet you know every part of his body, how long his penis is and everything, don't you? How big his butt is. Yeah, you getting a thrill out of that. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Harlan. I'm from Michigan. I was recently visiting my girlfriend's house, and I accidentally clogged up the toilet. I was too embarrassed to tell him, so I snuck out. Did I do the right thing?
Well, and you know you are a crazy ass. You didn't do the right thing. Whew. Have I got to tell you that? You know you didn't do the right thing. I mean, God, no, anybody would do that.
Hi, I'm Kerry from Napa Valley, California. My question is it fair that my girlfriend calls me a wimp just because I don't watch football?
Well, yes, I think you're a wimp because, I mean, yes, I do.
Hi, my name is David from Atlanta, and my question is, should I get my 13-year-old a subscription to Playboy?
No. At 13 years old, he doesn't need that. No. It will cause him to go to the bathroom and masturbate till he kills himself. No, he does not need that.
Hello? Oh, did we? And now for something completely different.
My name is Russ. I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. My wife can't cook worth a damn. How do I tell her without hurting her feelings?
You know something, I don't know what all this crap is about somebody hurting somebody's feelings. For God's sake, why don't you come right out and tell her, look, you can't cook. There's cookbooks all over the place. There's schools. I mean, you've got to stop and learn to cook. This thing of making excuses and by shoving it under the rug, I mean, that is so ridiculous. Tell the woman she can't cook.
Hi, I'm Amy from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I don't think my husband's satisfied in bed. What should I do?
Well, the main thing is you probably are filing your fingernails or something during sex. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You better wake up to reality, because unless you satisfy him, he's going somewhere else, and you're not going to have to worry about this. You better get in there and shake your ass a little bit. Shake it like you're wringing out a wet towel or something, but do something.
Hi, I'm Mary from San Diego. My boss tried to kiss me last week. How do I handle the situation without getting fired?
Well, the first thing I'd do, I'd get me a goddamn baseball bat. And the first time he puckered up, I'd bust his damn brains out.
Hi, my name is Alan. I'm from Lynch, Kentucky. The question is, how do I keep my cat from hacking up fur balls all over the house?
Well, you know, God gave you a cat, and he gave that cat the knowledge to know how to take care of his own hairball. I'm sure of that. Okay, but if you're so damn concerned about that fur ball, I tell you what to do. Get you some petroleum jelly. Put it on the end of your tongue. Start up at the head of that cat, go all the way down, right to his tail, and it will pick up every bit of that hairball. Now, I tell you now, when that cat goes to his midnight garbage thing on Saturday night, he's going to have some tale to tell his friends.
Hi, my name is Guy Rusher, and I'm from Santa Rosa, California. My question is, my girlfriend talks about her ex-boyfriend all the time. How do I get her to stop?
I tell her to shut up. Either shut up or go back to him. If he was that wonderful, what's she fooling around with this one for? Tell her to go back to him. To hell with it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Craig from Jacksonville, Florida. A coworker of mine doesn't wash her hands after going to the bathroom. Should I say something?
Believe me, I would say plenty. Because of all the germs, they tell you always wash your hands. And God knows we got every kind of germ and disease in the world, it seems, today. I mean, that's just plain nasty. And tell her she's nasty.
Hi, I'm Travis from Westminster, and I was wondering, why does Elmer's glue taste so funny?
Well, Elmer's glue tastes funny because in the name of God, it's not made to eat. So why in the name of, why would anybody eat Elmer's glue? Now, Laura never heard of such a thing. Who the hell is tasting Elmer's glue? A food. I never heard of such a thing.
My name's Rhonda from Florence, Alabama, and my question is, how do I get my husband to put the toilet seat up before he goes to the bathroom?
For God's sakes, who cares whether he puts the toilet seat down or not? Because he's going to pee all over everything anyway. See, the man goes to the bathroom, he takes
You know, for more than 3 years now, Marie Rudisill, better known as the Fruitcake Lady, has come on to answer real questions about life and love. And once again, we took our cameras out to our studio audience, and they got to ask the 93-year-old correspondent anything they wanted. And what is it about the Fruitcake Lady that makes people ask such revealing personal questions? Well, you'll find it. She's very frank. She speaks her mind.
Yeah.
How frank? Well, here, take a look at another edition of Ask the Fruitcake Lady.